Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share 5 things I was really grateful for in the month of January. This video series is a spin-off of my weekly newsletters. I send them out on Fridays, and in them I share 5 things I enjoyed, appreciated, or discovered in a given week. The topics are very random, so they could be anything from like kitchen finds to beauty products to experiences. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, I'll have a link in the description box down below so you can sign up to receive them. Let's jump right in. Item number 1 is the collector's kit from CureWife. I received this as a birthday gift from my friend Paulina, and I mean, this was on my wish list, and I think the part that I'm the most joyful about is I don't even remember having this conversation with her where I would have talked about something like this with her. This was just such a wish list item for me. I was not planning on getting this for myself anytime soon. I think it's anywhere from $70 to $80 for this, and really it's like made of cardboard. It's got a nice big mirror. This part pops out so that I could take out my CureWife products, pop them in here, these are magnetic, and then I can have all my products in this one palette, which was amazing for travel. I still remember when Paulina got this for me, we were at a coffee shop and it arrived sometime in December. My birthday is in November. And I remember Brandon being there and just being kind of confused because as soon as I unboxed it and I saw the red, I freaked out because I knew what it was. And he just didn't understand why I was so excited about like an empty box, essentially, right? There are not even products in here. So what fits in here are 2 cheek products, so maybe 1 blush and 1 highlighter. There's room for a foundation, a lip tint, and 2 eyeshadows. One of the reasons I really wanted this is because the original CureWife compacts, I mean, they're beautiful, but they're actually quite heavy. And so if you have like 4 or 5 CureWife products in a makeup bag, it can get pretty heavy, especially if you're trying to travel light. And that's why this product was something that I was hoping to get for myself one day. I got to take this with me on our trip to Shanghai over Christmas and New Year's. And every time I pulled it out of my makeup bag to use it, I just was reminded of Paulina and how much I appreciate her as a person, like our friendship, and this just brings me back to how thoughtful she is and the kind of listener and friend she's been to me here. So very grateful for this. So this next item was a pretty big deal for me because it meant that the search was finally over because I finally found my ideal bralette. I swear, I think looking for the ideal bralette is like searching for the perfect white tee, and when you find it, like they feel like unicorns. So before I show you what these are, I just want to talk about some of the ones that I've tested and why I don't like them. And the main reasons are they either have straps that just don't stay on, and sometimes they don't have the thing in the back where you can adjust it, and so after it stretches out over a period of time, there's no way to prevent them from sliding off your shoulders. The second issue that I've had is certain bralettes, like throughout the day, I find that it starts slipping, and so like I keep having like nip slips like under my shirt, and I have to keep adjusting it, which is really annoying. And the last thing is I've had bralettes where they kind of pinch really weird over here, and it just gives me like really bulging armpit fat. And I just wanted to show you some of the ones that I have tried and have not had success with. So this one is from the brand Richer Poorer, and the stats on this one are pretty nuts. I think there was like a 10,000 person wait list for this one. I think it's made in the US. Actually, it doesn't say, it just says designed in California. This was like, I think around $28 to $30, and I was so excited for it. I have 2 of them, but this is the one where my nipples just kept sliding off and popping out, and I just had to stop wearing these. The second one is also very, very popular. This is from the brand Pansy, and I think they're a very sustainable brand, also based out of the West Coast. This is organic US cotton, yeah, made in California, so it looks really, really comfortable. I think after like 2 months of wearing this, it just stretched out so much, and your boobs just don't look nice. I mean, honestly, these made my boobs look like dried prunes, like no matter what I was wearing on top. Every time I would see my reflection in the mirror, like I didn't feel good about myself. And I think these were really expensive, like somewhere in the 50s. So huge disappointment from this brand. One I like that's okay is this one from the Gap. it's quite simple. I really like how minimal it is and it's quite comfortable, but depending on what I'm wearing, it does kind of pinch me over here in the armpit area. And then I found these. These are from Lululemon. They're called the Ever Essentials Bralette. And I checked the website and I've had so many misses with Lululemon, but for whatever reason, I liked how this looked on the model and I felt like it could possibly tick off what I look for in a bralette. I personally don't care for cups in bras, so I like that this has very minimal coverage. The thing that matters to me is that it just flatters the natural shape of my boobs. Like, I don't need my boobs to look bigger than they are. This was on final sale for $9 and I figured, you know what, like if it doesn't work out, I can find a friend to give it to, and at that point I was willing to spend $9 to see if this could work out for me. So I ordered one pair in the nude. I'm actually wearing it right now and that's why I don't have it. But oh my gosh, I was floored. Like as soon as I put it on, I looked in the mirror and I felt so good about how they were shaping my breasts. How it looked under a t-shirt. Like it's almost like very, very seamless. There's no bulging. They're so comfortable to wear, and often I forget that I'm wearing it, right? And that's, I feel like, how you know you're wearing a great bralette. So once I knew that I loved it, I immediately went to the site and I got one in black and white. And then shortly after I ordered these, I think the very next day, they were sold out in every single size. But yesterday, so I ordered these in December, have been testing them out for like almost 2 months now. And yesterday I just randomly went on the Lululemon website and saw that these are back in stock. So I got one more in the black. I would highly recommend them, but the only thing is that it's final sale. So if you do end up buying them and you don't like them, unless you can figure out, like unless you want to resell it or find a friend to gift it to. I know this might sound dramatic, but at the same time, like I have been searching for years for the perfect bra, and I really feel like I hit the jackpot with these, and that's why I'm so excited to tell you about it. The third item I'm really grateful for is this beach towel. This is a Turkish towel in an extra large size, so this one is pretty huge. And I love Turkish towels just for everyday, you know, like I have one right there, that's all I use. I have one linen towel and one Turkish towel, and that's all I use for showering. But I also love Turkish towels for the beach because one, they're so thin and light, so they're easier to pack. It's a breeze to get sand off because unlike, you know, your regular terry cloth towels, they don't hold onto the sand and they're not as bulky. So it's so easy to just like brush off the sand, and that way, like bringing the towels back, we really reduce the amount of sand that ends up in our house and in the washer as well. My husband and I have been using like the one person size Turkish towel for the beach. Like we actually keep 3 or 4 in the car because Brandon plays volleyball like twice a week, and so he just opens a trunk and just grabs a Turkish towel, and then after he plays, he goes and hoses off the sand and then just wraps himself with the towel. And that's kind of been our system. But then I discovered this through my friend Justine. We went on a picnic one time and she brought out this like giant Turkish towel that fit me, her, and our friend Samantha. So the 3 of us were sitting comfortably on the sand. We're having a picnic, and I was able to just get one for myself after, and I even gifted one to my friend Paulina and Andrea for their birthdays. This would fit like 2 of me comfortably if we were to lay out on the sand. And even the print of this, it's so fun. It's not something that I would normally get. I don't think I'm like a tie-dye kind of person, but when I saw it on the website, there was something wild and fun and attractive about it, so I decided to get it. What was also cool is that after I gave this to my friend Andrea, she texted me after saying that she's gifted this to some of her friends as well, and she's always wanted a sand cloud towel, so it was awesome that I got to provide that for her. This brand, I believe they donate 10% to marine conservation, like different charities to save the oceans and stuff, and I'll leave a link down below if you want to check them out. The fourth item I'm thankful for is this top from Muji. I bought it while we were in Shanghai, I think around Christmas time. I've been on the market for a long sleeve shirt that is both cozy and warm, but also breezy. And I feel like that's a tall order, but because of where we live, we're in Hawaii, and it does get really hot and humid, but at the same time, I work out of a coffee shop a few times a week, and the place that I go to, it gets really, really cold in there. So I wanted a long sleeve that I could wear and step out of the house and not be all sweaty when I got to the cafe. So something that was still light, but once I got in, I would be warm, but not too hot. I got this in 3 colors, and I just love like the I don't know what, I guess this is a crew neck, but it comes up a little bit higher than a lot of the long sleeve shirts I have. The sleeves are very, very flowy, and I love the 3 buttons in the back. I would have happily bought this at full price. I think maybe they run around $30, but in Shanghai they were on sale and it was $15. So I got 3 and they're all colors that I love and wear normally. So that I've been really, really happy about that. And actually I like wrote down the description from the Muji website because I thought it was like exactly what I was looking for. It's made with organic cotton. It's a flannel blouse that's sturdy and it has a 2-ply yarn which is warm to wear, but it's also great for the cooler days. So I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I want. It's so easy to wash. I hang dry it and it's great. I don't have to be like super careful with it. And it goes with a lot of my clothes. Last but not least, this is the 5th item I'm so grateful for. Every time I use it, it makes me so happy. And it's another gift that I got from a friend. This was given to me by my friend Sarah. So on my birthday, she sent me the most thoughtful care package of all these different stationery items that I love. She got me a custom gratitude notebook, which is so beautiful. Like I'll have to insert it in here and show you. The thing I've been getting so much joy and use out of is this washi tape cutter. So what you do is you just slide it over a washi tape and then you can, dispense it like you would regular tape. And one of the sides has this little serrated edge, so it perfectly cuts the amount of washi tape you need so that when you're sticking it in your journal or in a notebook, it just looks beautiful. I do appreciate sometimes like the rugged, the edge, the jagged edge of just ripping washi tape and putting it in my journal. But these days I have been really craving like a very clean cut. And I've loved this because I don't have to, have scissors around or have to carry one in my bag if I'm planning to do any kind of journaling outside. It's so small, I just stick it right into my pencil case, or I usually just keep it on whatever washi tape I'm using these days. And every time I use it, it makes me think of Sarah and how I feel like she just she gets me. So Sarah, thank you so much. I just want you to know how much use I get out of this. And if anything were to happen to this, I would replace it immediately. That's how valuable it's become to me and how happy it makes me every time I use it. So thank you so much. I would love to hear what you've been grateful for this past month, and it doesn't even have to be a material thing. In fact, if you could share an experience that you've had that you've been thankful for, I would love to hear about it down below. If you haven't watched my previous gratitude videos, I'll have them up on the screen now so you can click them to go watch it. And if you enjoyed this one, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss it when I upload. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!